It's the State League show and it's finals. It is finals. It's all happening. The 4v5 final happened. Kareen are no more. Wanneroo are through. I shouldn't say no more, but they're no more in this competition. Wanneroo got through, and we're going to try and talk to each of the managers that are in finals. It's pretty exciting. Here we go. Paul Persick, give him the intro.
Santa Maria! It's the State League show with Singy and Big Sexy. Get out the rye bread and mustard this time, Grandma, because the State League show starts right now.
It's the State League show. Welcome to nearly the last episode. I go, oh, no, we'd probably do one more preview the grand final.
We don't.
And then maybe one afterwards.
To recap, yeah.
Yeah, a little recap.
We'll see.
Yeah, see what happens. We'll work it out. Hey, my name is Big Sexy. This is Zingy. And we appreciate you guys for jumping on to another episode of the State League show. Of course, we hit it up in the prelude to this episode. We talked about the 4v5 final, Kareen versus Wanneroo. It was a nail biter, a 1-0 victory for Wanneroo off the back of a big performance from Tao. We'll get into that, but very unfortunate for Kareen that is the end of their season. I tipped him. I thought they were. I thought they were going to take the chocolates, the cream bats, but the big horse there kept him at bay. Yeah,
look, we got one thing right that we said. We said it'd be low scoring, it'd be a pitcher's duel, and that it was. But yeah, we looked like fools when we both tipped Kareen, and that wasn't the way it went. But let's be honest.
What a game of baseball!
But also what do we know?
Yeah.
We're tipping, but who knows what we know? But yeah, great. Look, I'm a pitcher, so I loved it. I love the pitcher's duel.
Connor Lowry on the Kareen side.
Yeah, Connor was sensational. 6 innings, 9 punchies, did his job, 1 run, and Power comes in relief, and he looked good. And I was talking to Woz yesterday, and he was saying, mate, Geordie Power after Christmas for the Heat looked sensational, and he carried that into State League as well. So yeah, you give up 1 run in 9 innings, you've given your offense a chance to win a game for you. So terrific job from those guys, but quite unlucky to fall short. They ran into Tao's best, I would say, and we did reference this a danger. A danger for Kareen was that Tao had a pretty horrible outing against us a week before, which, a good arm coming off a bad outing is always dangerous. You want to bounce back, and bounce back he did. 9 innings, one hit, 14 punches.
150-something pitches.
152 punches.
152 punches.
Jeez, that's a good outing. 152 pitches, elite effort.
Yeah.
That's from what I heard, Bailey wasn't available.
Yeah.
So for Sorrow goes Tao, his
need
ball
you.
mate, and to get 9 for him is awesome. Helps him out, obviously progressing. You got to win that game to get to the next week, but now they only burnt 1 arm, so huge outing from Tao. The bats did enough, scoring 1.
Yeah.
But I was speaking with Connor yesterday as well, down at the reserves semi-final, and Connor said, "Look, mate, ultimately we had 1 hit and 14 punchies. You can't expect to win a game off the back of that." So, great outing by Tao, great outing by the boys on Kareen's side as well, and Wanneroo get the job done and advance to this week's final. So it's looking forward to it. They'll be happy to there'd been a couple losses there, so they can put that behind them now and just start fresh, clean slate for them.
Yeah, a few hits scattered across the Wanneroo lineup there in that game against Kareen. I'm looking at it here. Barber gets the 1 lone RBI. He has a bit of everything here. Gets a hit, gets a walk, gets struck out, and an RBI, but you'll take it in a 1-0 victory. Byron Armstrong, of course, with a hit. Santich, Fuller, Riley, Wood, and Benson. So down Bensman, down the bottom. So quite a few hits, but Wanneroo just unable to So string them together and score more than one. But hey, it is what it is.
I was watching, and Connor did a good job of limiting any damage. A few base runners and got out of the beginning. So, yeah, again, terrific outing by all pitchers.
Yeah.
But want to get the job done. Just snag across the line, but that's all you got to do.
Also, one thing I am going to say here, just looking at the box score here, for Korean's side of things, Jordan Power, the only guy not to strike out on the night. Hey,
Pitches,
big two-way guy.
Pitches who rate,
Big two-way guy,
who
Jordy. Good job. Love to see that. But yeah, look, it is what it is. So, bit unfortunate there. Of course, you just can't tip it. You just can't pick it.
Well, we can't.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, Korean's going, yeah, we had that in the bag.
Probably a shout out that needs to be given as well is Dan Stevenson.
Yeah.
In that last inning, obviously, Ida gets on base for Korean. And they put him in motion, right or wrong, there with your best hitter up. I'm not sure, but Dan Stevenson comes up and throws a strike to second base, and kind of eliminates the scoring threat. So huge play there. That I think that just killed all momentum.
Yeah,
and obviously, they get the job done. But clutch throw, and he's good like that.
Yeah,
clutch player, Dan.
There you go. Now, as we promised you in the top of this lineup, we are in the top of this episode. We are going to try and talk to all of the managers that are involved in this weekend. Of course, we're waiting to hear back from a couple of guys, so maybe not. But
I reckon he's standing pretty firm on he's not available.
Yeah. JK doesn't want to talk to us. No,
said he's at training. I said
he's at training.
I said don't forget the bunt Ds.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so, he'll need that. But ahead of that game, we are going to talk to Lee Moyle, the Perth manager. He's going to have a jump on with us, so we're might have a quick pause here and jump on and have a chat with Lee. And here we go. We've got Lee Moyle, the Perth Baseball Club manager, on the phone with us, mate. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. It's short notice, so we really do appreciate it.
That's an understatement.
Mate. Nah, it's all good, lads. I'm looking forward to the week coming up.
Well, it is cool. I thought it'd be really cool to try and talk to all the managers and. JK's holding out on us a little bit, classic. But
JK reckons he's training Lee. Bit too late, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Well, you'd think so, right?
Getting those first and thirds and bunt Ds last minute.
Yeah, I may indicate that he's slightly nervous then by the sounds of it, eh?
That could be it, mate. That could be it. That's what I'll be telling him.
Around. We love that, mate. I tell you what.
Look.
Sorry, you go.
Yeah, we had a session on Saturday just to get the boys out in the mound and some live OBs and so forth. So we've had the rest of the weekend off. We'll come together tomorrow night and train as well, ready for Wednesday night. So, he's got to just fine tune what you've been working on all season and hope it all kind of comes together in the next two games.
That's it. It's just getting the bodies moving and arms rolling over. You're not teaching anything new at this point, are you?
No, definitely not, mate.
You stick with what's got you here.
Yep, 100%.
Mate, we'll get into the pitches in a bit, but I mean, one thing that I feel like we say every week is like the McGee brothers got a bunch of hits. Dylan Boyarski got a hit. Oh, a bunch of hits. He's been smashing the ball this year. Saringer, what are we talking about? The guy's probably hitting, was he still hitting 500 or four?
Four something.
Oh,
yeah, he's really slipped.
I mean, you've got to be happy with how that he slipped. You got to be happy with how the offense is shaping up, of course. Coming into where we are right now, the finals.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Well, look, the names you mentioned have certainly been putting some numbers on the board for us week in, week out. But our tail end guys, they're some young lads that can put good barrels on the ball, and a few of those guys can flat out run too. Yeah. So I feel our hitting lineup as a top of the boys, we can hit 1 through to 13. The guys who might get a start in the next couple of games, got all confidence in bringing them off the bench and know they compete with the best of them. And end of the day, that's what teams are all about. It isn't just the 9 that are there. It's your bullpen and the guys that you have on the bench ready to come in when they're called. And look, they're all champing at the bit, mate, and so am I. I may have mentioned I was a bit nervous, but, you're only human, I think.
Nerves are good. Nerves are healthy.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, been in the league, 30-odd years, played in a bunch of premierships, lost a few, all that kind of stuff. It's all part of the journey, and you just hope that, the boys can can kind of capture what is there in front of them and put a good competitive foot forward, and if that's good enough to get us through, then it is. If not, you just got to know you've done the best that you can, and you tip your hat and you move on. But I've got the faith in our pitching staff, our defence, and our bats and all those guys that get around it. So it's going to be a tough couple of games against the Braves. As I mentioned in the last podcast, they had a few guys coming in that weren't there when we went down to their field and swept them, but we got some good guys as well. So it's going to be a good battle. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's it. I think it's I think you hit the nail on the head, Lee. Like, obviously, Saringer, Bajowski, they all get the, we keep hearing their names, but you guys are 1 through 9 or 1 through 13, like you said. And I remember saying at the start of this year when we previewed the teams that your team has just, across the last couple of seasons, just got deeper and deeper. I know as a pitcher, like, there used to be a time, and perhaps with some of the weaker teams, you get through 1 through 4, and then you kind of can cruise. Whereas you guys, you just can't cruise with your lads. And, like you said, those young guys down the bottom of the lineup, they can hit, but they can also run the bases. And we saw it in that second game of our doubleheader against you guys, a couple bunts in a row, and you guys, it feels like a pretty complete offense. And I think the proof's in the pudding there. You guys have just scored. Across 2 seasons, the last 2 seasons, I think you've scored the most runs. So it makes sense. And I know as a pitcher, like, it's a good feeling when you get on the mound and you're always trying to be perfect, but knowing that you don't have to be, because the boys are probably going to score 5 tonight. So I just got to keep it under 5 or something like that. It's a good feeling to have, knowing you don't have to be perfect. So no doubt your boys are feeling pretty confident. You've had a good season. Obviously, we talked about some, a pretty big addition to the pitching staff, but I think you guys had good depth anyway. And it's going to be a great series because, as you mentioned as well, the Braves, I don't think we've seen across the year their full strength team consistently. So obviously, there's 3 Canellis that are pretty important, and I anticipate they're all going to be there. So, but also you want to beat the best, right? So it should be a good fun series for you guys. Lots of two strong offenses with great pitching as well. So I honestly can't pick this one. I know who you'll be tipping, Lee.
100%, mate. It'd be a mug not to tip our own team, but like I say, the little bunch of young guys mixed in with those old KG vets. They'll get after it, and it's going to be a good couple of games.
And everyone's in town, like your FIFO workers, they're in town.
Yep.
That's
Not giving away too much.
Doesn't want to give away too much.
But they're in town.
Right. Let's just say we'll be fire and fit, and we'll have a good full lineup, and it's going to be a good couple of games.
Absolutely.
But as you mentioned, you got to beat the best. The Braves have been there for quite a few years. But you mentioned our young kids. I mean, this all started a few years back there, where we threw some 15-year-old, 16-year-old kids to the wolves and bled them a few years back, as in young Benny Nesbitt, Riley Oliphant, and Austin and so forth. Young Braden, missed a couple of seasons with some injuries and so forth, but we got Newhams and kids like that, and having Jai and Boston join us all around the age, young kind of crew that really like to battle, and I've coached a few of these boys in AYCs, in gold medal games and so forth, and we haven't really got the chocolates there, but they've been exposed to it. They know what needs to be done, and I've got all the confidence to know they'll put their best foot forward, and it's going to be good.
Yeah,
it will be a ripper.
Mate, best of luck for this week, and we're going to be watching that one for sure. I mean, it's perfect for us. It's Wednesday, Friday.
Missus will be happy. What are you watching? Why are you paying attention? As I'm just got Facebook.
It's going to be a big week of baseball, mate, but best of luck. I mean, hey, we saw it. We saw how deep it is, the lineup, of course, but also the pitching staff. And, mate, all the best for this weekend.
Cheers, lads. If I can just finish off, I want to do a big shout-out to Drewy. Obviously, we all know he's finished up, but legend of a man, puts his heart and soul into the game. And Drew, if you can hear this, mate, we go back 40 years, I guess. mate. Hell of a career. Well done.
He'll be listening. Don't worry. So he'll appreciate that. And I get a feeling he might be done at Vic Park, but we'll see him around the traps. He won't be able to walk away completely.
Nah, exactly right. Cheers,
Awesome.
lads. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Lee.
All right. Thanks,
Appreciate
Lee.
your time.
Take
mate.
it easy.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Gotcha.
Big Sexy.
Hey, JK.
You're a dog.
Hey, mate, how you going?
Good, mate.
Oh,
Hey.
Singy's there.
Yeah, Singy's here.
Fuck yeah,
You're
man.
live on the podcast, brother. How are you?
Oh, good. How are you boys going?
We've
I didn't know you
absolutely.
did it on a Monday.
Hey, mate, we do it when we've got to. Of course, this weekend it's finals. It's all happening. All right.
Yeah, I guess it is a quick turnaround.
Hey, we know that you didn't necessarily want to talk to us. I know you might be at training, but could you give us a few minutes ahead of obviously this weekend? We just spoke to Lee Moyle about this semi-finals. How the boys shaping up? Are we going to get all the Kennellys back in the lineup? Or how's it all looking on your end, mate?
Yeah, fortunately, but unfortunately enough, the Aussies boys obviously away at the World Classic sort of ran into some bad luck there. So fortunately for us, we get Tim back, which is a good thing, even though we're hoping that he wouldn't be back for us. But yeah, there will be the three boys will be in the lineup, mate. So sort of having Tim there sort of strengthens us and extends us a little longer and down the lineup. So it's we know how he goes and how he plays. So it's exciting that he'll be back for the finals.
He's pretty good, that Tim guy.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all
Yeah,
right.
he goes all right.
Yeah.
He does.
He goes
doesn't
all
he?
right.
Yeah.
JK, I was talking to Sexy earlier, and we just spoke to Lee. And one thing I did say is I think you guys have obviously. I reckon there was a few games you dropped that you wouldn't have been too happy about this year, but at the same time, I just don't think you've had your best lineup consistently. Like either you've had your offense, but Tucker's been in Japan, or Tucker's been there and MK's been working and TK's been away and SK's away. So I think what we're going to see is probably for the first time, and it's probably a good time for it, is that we're going to see the full Braves lineup that perhaps we haven't seen too consistently all year. So I think that's probably a good feeling for you, being able to write those names in the lineup come game one.
Yeah, it is. It's obviously handy having everyone back. It can be tough, sort of the last back end of our schedule. We didn't end up playing with a bye and then the single header we haven't actually played a whole lot of games recently. And then with everyone, we haven't played a whole lot of games with everyone. But look, the boys know how to play a game. It doesn't change whether or not they're hitting 3, 4, 5, or 6. But it is handy having everyone back, and it's sort of that back end of the season can drag on a little bit. But it's exciting that we're this is a fun part of the year and ready to get into it, and everyone's probably should be putting the foot forward, having a crack.
That's it.
Absolutely.
You hit the nail on the head there. I reckon February always drags, just waiting for March.
Yeah.
But we're here now, right? This is what we play for.
Yeah, this is a fun part, mate. So it's obviously out the ballpark, you get a few more fans out and about. You get some
30 more.
some other clubs. Yeah, 30 or 40 more. Some other clubs come down to watch. So it does make it a little bit more exciting. And it's sort of not that none of the games mean much, but sort of towards the back end when you're playing finals, you're trying to get guys in. Obviously, we've had a lot of guys away. But now, it's go time now. So everyone's ready to roll.
JK, the biggest question that I have, I mean, you've got guys on we've talked about the offense, we've talked about the pitching. You've got guys like Tucker, you've got Jake Bauer, you've got my favourite MK Ultra, you've got Todd Hatcher. Who's going to get the ball for game one?
We've got to go Matty, mate. Matty will get the ball game one.
MK Ultra. Love to see it.
Yeah, no, he's been feeling really good the last few weeks, so we've sort of just tailored him into getting him ready for this week. So I don't know who he throws with down there. I think it's against the fence, or I think he goes to crate of balls. But no, he's been feeling pretty good, so he'll go game one for us. And hit out a leadoff spot. So
nasty.
Nice, deadly. Big
the Otani rule,
yeah.
Well, you've also got Bauer who does the old Otani rule as well. So you might be doubling up.
I did promise a couple guys that they will get a few DH spots this year, but it's pretty hard when you got Matty and Bauer in the lineup. So it was sort of a couple fake promises to a few boys in the end, but no, we'll be ready to go.
So
Awesome.
are you going to give too much away? What role does Bowie play arm-wise? Is he a kind of reliever across all all games, or does he get a start if it goes to game 3? Because I imagine Tucker goes game 2, or you don't want to give too much away.
No, doesn't matter too much, mate. No, Jake will he'll be out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
He'll be out of the bullpen from the get go. You can't really rely on game 3 if you don't win games 1 and 2. So
Yeah, that's it.
we'll just throw all sorts of Jake can throw. He'll throw 9 innings and then want to jump back on the mound the next day. So he's always ready to go. He'll be out of our back end of our bullpen. If it goes to a game 3, we'll obviously determine how the first game goes probably.
Yeah, that's it. You can't
Wednesday night.
Can't get yourself in trouble thinking about game 3 before game 1 and 2 have finished, can you? So, that's a pretty handy
exactly
arm
right.
to have
So you gotta
there.
try and take it.
Pretty handy to have him ready to go. Hit a couple doubles,
he's been
then
really
head
good,
down to the bullpen and get hot for the ninth.
That's what he's been doing for the last few years and does it with a heat. So he's more than happy to play that role.
Yeah, cool.
There you go, JK. Well, look, I appreciate you, and I do feel like we've ambushed you a lot. But thank you so much.
Right.
I appreciate you, mate.
Nah, all good. I was lying. I didn't have training. I was just watching the Bulldogs Giants replay. So
The Bont. This is the year for the Bont, mate.
Well,
I missed it on the weekend, so I had to watch it tonight.
We finally got you on the podcast, mate.
We told Lee you were training. He said, he sounds nervous.
Nah.
All good, mate. Well, best of luck with this weekend. I tell you what, it is going to be a good couple of games, or a few games. Who knows? But we're going to be watching for sure. So best of luck for this weekend, mate. And
cheers, boys, and we'll see you in the Resis on the Sunday as well. So
that's right. Yeah. I'll be ready.
Big week for the club.
3:15. See you down there.
Yep. All good. Thanks, boys. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate you.
Go have a beer.
Mate.
See you, mate. See you guys.
Bye. Nasty.
Prick. I'm training.
We might.
You know what was quite funny? I was saying this, we're in March now, and this is why we play. As I'm looking at Perth Softball League Division 7 Premiers. I was like, this is what we play for.
That's been up there all year. All right, here we go. We'll just do a quick button on that and be like, awesome, talk to JK, talk about that series real quick, and then we'll go there. Then we'll shoot into DC.
Oh, yeah, we should probably give what we think about that.
Yeah. All right, there you go. That was cool. We got to JK. I didn't think we would. He seemed pretty firm in your messages. He wasn't jumping on the show, but...
No, and I floated it by him yesterday down at the reserves, and it was very similar to his messages.
Oh.
I'm not doing that.
Well, he said yes to me, so maybe, yeah. There you go. Just send sexy in. Wow. That is a really interesting series for me.
Yeah, for sure.
And Braves, like, who do you pick?
I feel like we kind of said this about Wanneroo and Kareen, or I did at least. I can't pick it. I am in a spot where I can't really pick this one. I think I'm going to lean Braves just, but kind of expect to be proven wrong like Wanneroo did. Only because of, like I've said multiple times, they have their full lineup, which we just haven't seen all year. And they've, not to say that's the thing about them. Their depth is great. And that's why they've still been able to finish third. But I reckon it's only happened once or twice this year where all 3 Kennellys are in the lineup. Bowie was there. All pitchers were available. So, and these guys have experience.
Yeah.
They've won it. I'm trying to think of TK's photos where he's holding up. I think he's won it 6 times.
Yeah.
JK's been there, done it. SK, same thing. So purely for that experience and them just having their full lineup. But I think it's going to go to 3 games.
Yeah.
And I just wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. Yeah. Because that Perth offense has just scored runs.
Yeah.
Over and over again. Rudgeke's a huge pickup.
As Lee was saying like that, I was literally like, as I said, like the top 5 names of their lineup, I was like thinking to myself, you're an idiot because there's so much youth and speed in that bottom half. And then Lee goes and basically says that. And I'm like, thank you very much. I should have said that because that's nasty.
It is. It's
that amount of speed in the bottom half.
It's a more complete lineup than it has been for a while. So
get in front of those big boppers, man. So I'm gonna go Perth in 3.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go for Perth here because I think I don't know. It just feels like a bit of a momentum. Oh, it's hard to tip against Braves. You're 100% right.
It is.
A bunch of professionals, and not saying Perth aren't, but like a bunch of guys that have been there, done that. But I just, for that point of seeing how deep Perth are and the quality arms that they have, you know, I really wanted to ask Lee about Jai Hewitt because last time we spoke to him, he had the ankle issue, and then we saw him against us.
Yeah, we saw him. He
was
looked
good. You know what I mean? So it's like he's bounced back well. So yeah, I'm going to go Perth. I'm going to go Perth in 3, and also to try and get a point on you.
Yeah, fair enough. Is that still going? Stat Cat.
Yeah, where is the Stat Cat? We miss you.
But yeah, like Perth fans, don't be offended. I could very easily wake up tomorrow morning and go, you know what? I'll change my tip because I think it's going to be an awesome series. 3 games. Yeah, you get to that third game, and that's when I love watching that third game because all of a sudden you're kind of piecing together not a pitching staff, but whether that guy who threw game 1 comes back for game 3 or whether you go Johnny All-Staff. So I'm keen to see it play out. But Braves just for me.
Yep. It'll be a good few games to watch, of course, on BWA's YouTube and, of course, Facebook Live. We are going to move into the next series of the week. It is, of course, Morley and Wanneroo, which is, 2 of my favourite clubs in the world, playing each other in the finals. Big Roo boys. It'd be interesting to see who you tip.
I could say that as well. I used to be a Roo boy.
Yeah, a couple of Roo boys. Yeah, it's not just a Morley podcast, see? But we are going to talk to Dan Calvary. So we're going to get him on the phone right here. I have sort of the poor guy. He did say to me, the earlier the better. And then I've bloody waited a fair bit. So I apologise, DC. He may not answer now.
Fair enough.
He might be busy.
Yeah, texting me.
Yeah, true.
Daniel speaking.
Oh, hi Daniel. It's Jeremy. It's Big Sexy and Zingy on the State League show. How are you, mate?
Oh, hello, Big Sexy. I'm well. How are you? Hello, Singy.
Hey, DC, mate.
Absolute ambush media. We've ambushed JK as well, mate. We're live on air.
JK just texted me. I didn't know I was actually going live.
Yeah. So I apologise and sorry to leave you waiting. It takes a while. Singy's got to go through makeup and all of that before we start recording. Hey, mate. We just wanted to pick your brain just about this weekend, or this week, I should say. A couple of midweek games, a few midweek games against Wanneroo. Give us a bit of an insight into what's going through your mind there ahead of big semi-final against Wanneroo.
A lot. There's always a lot going through Dan's mind.
Yeah, that's why I want to hear it. Keep it at 10 minutes though, Dan. All right? No.
Okay, no problem. You've actually caught me debriefing. It's normally a good walk with the dog gives me the time to do what I think I need to do. I'm very excited. You play the entire season to play in finals. It doesn't matter if it's tiddlywinks, marbles, or basketball. That's what it's about, is championships. And I think we've put ourselves in a good position. But realistically, the 30-game season now counts for nothing, and we start again.
Yep, absolutely. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's it. There you go. Wrap it up. Yeah, that's it.
No, we've said it to both the coaches we've spoken to already. This is what you play for. Sometimes we even said the season drags a little. February it doesn't feel like 28 days. It feels a bit longer than that, and you're just waiting to get to March. But I think we're feeling pretty good, aren't we, DC?
We are. I mean, we've got most of our pieces that we need. Obviously, Hawley being out is a big out, but as we've said all year and as we've demonstrated, next guy up, and we'll be fine. No, it's just an exciting time. I think you hit the nail on the head. I think at the end of the 30 games, the midweek games, it becomes long. It's been a long year. I was talking to JK about it on Sunday, actually, watching the finals at Perth. But yes, it's certainly a refreshing week. We get started. That excitement comes back. And away we go. So, yeah, really looking forward to it.
Now, Morley had a bit of a live hit out last Thursday. How are the pitches? How are the bats looking? Any notable surprises or anything that happened last Thursday?
Oh, mate, you're going to get a whole heap of Derek Jeter vanilla here, mate. No, we're
okay.
We're swinging the bats well.
No one barreled one up, hit one down the road against anyone?
Dan, what Sexy wants you to say?
No, I know what he's talking about, Thingy. I'm trying to save you from it, brother.
Yeah,
but,
that's fair enough.
Mate,
that's all good.
I don't care. I reckon my ERA live pitching to my own teammates is about 28.
I think
the boys were saying
I think you're underselling it. It might be a touch higher.
Yeah.
It might be a touch higher.
Just get the boys going.
No, yeah, there is some truth to that, Sexy. You did manage to catch a barrel, and Brendan
gave up a bit of a shot there.
I mean, he hit it down the street.
Thanks, boys. Cheers.
That is true.
Sexy, I'll
That
give
is
it
true.
to you.
Had
Good
to
wood.
get one on you. Yeah,
Good
but
wood.
you went and struck me out next at bat.
Yeah, well, then you got
nasty.
3 change-ups after that, and you didn't look like you'd ever seen one. So,
But as Brendan, as any good coach does, sometimes you have to sacrifice yourself to pump up your team, your players, and you need the big bat on this coming Sunday for the twos final.
that's right.
That's
So
exciting.
sometimes you just got to jump on that hand grenade.
I apologise. I actually remembered about halfway through that first bit where I was talking to you. I was like, oh, that's right. I've got to bring that up on this show. So
That's
how
fine,
much
mate. I was
preparation.
expecting it.
So you definitely don't want to tip too much. But look, obviously arms and bats wise, looking pretty good coming into this against Wanneroo, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of arms. We had a lot of depth. We've got a lot of experience. Our bats are going well. Our at bats are going well, which is the key parameter for me. I don't really care if we win the game on walks or hit by pitches, as long as we're having good at bats and we're putting pressure on the other team's defense. I always think we're a chance. We run a little bit. We just got to, again, the old vanilla answer. You got to play clean defense and you got to pump strikes. And if we can do that, we feel that we're a chance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think you're right there, DC. We know what Wanneroo bring. They've played some pretty good baseball against us this year, and I think we're probably two very different teams. We've got a bit of bang about us, got some pop, and they're a bit younger and play that small ball. We saw it, I don't know, a month ago on a Friday night game. So if we play good defense, because they're going to make us play good defense by putting guys in motion, bunting the ball. So. Yeah,
absolutely. They had the series on top of us this year. They won 2 of the 3. So the situation's changed a little bit with Ahmed being out, but at the end of the day, they still beat us 2 times, as did Perth. So we're not sitting around. Well, I'm certainly not sitting around, and I won't tolerate it from you guys. That here we are. We had a great season. We're reigning premier. No. We're starting again, and there's 4 teams that really want this as much as we do, and now it's just a matter of executing and holding your nerve when you're tapped on the shoulder. So,
absolutely,
looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, there you go, mate. Look, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for jumping on with us. And
no worries.
I'm definitely going to pick Morley, but we just don't know with Singy. He might pick Wanneroo. You just.
Well,
if I'm thrown and you've transferred to Wanneroo, maybe, but that hasn't happened. So I'll be tipping Morley as well.
There you go. Well,
I tell you what, I'll go out on a limb. And I'll pick Morley as well.
Yeah, wow.
Look at that. Wild.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for your time, DC. And I don't want to keep pestering you going, who's going to start game 1? Who's going to pitch? Who's going to do this? So, but we appreciate your time, mate. Thank you so much.
No, thanks for having me on.
Cheers.
See you tomorrow, DC.
Yeah.
See you, boys. Bye.
There we go. Big DC. I apologise. I remembered halfway through that I had to try and slip that in, and the boys were saying you got to put that clip on the podcast. I got some video. Oh, did you not know?
You got some video.
Mitchie got some video.
Mitchie did.
Of me.
Yeah,
he was just watching some swings.
Yeah,
but,
I tell you
anyways.
I tell you what is quite funny. All year you've been very adamant. This is not a reserve show. And that has just gone out the window.
Hey, you're a
hasn't it?
state league guy.
Yeah,
Anyway, sorry, I apologise. Bit of gloating there. But
Anyway, I
interesting
would
there
never
from
throw
DC.
that pitch to you in a game. You would have got to change up in the game.
Of
But
course.
that's all right.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Interesting there from DC. I love that approach of like talking. I mean, we're used to it, right? Hearing how he's talking there about finals and all of that. But a bit of insight there for some of the sort of non-Morley people to go, oh, okay, there you go. That's
There you go.
there you go.
There you go. We won't give too much away.
Yeah, it's very close.
I mean, I
it's
feel
very
like
close now, isn't it?
if anyone is looking at Morley and can't work out who's going to start, then they're not looking very hard.
Anyway, so
anyway,
go on, work.
but a bit of mystery there. You know?
Might be Big Sexy. No,
No, it won't be.
That definitely won't be that. We are going to have another quick little pause here. We're going to try and get Rob Sorensen from Wanneroo on the line.
And then we're going to try and get home to our wives.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. So we'll be right back, and hopefully it's with Rob Sorensen. All right, we are back. Unfortunately, look, not Rob's fault at all. It's 100% my fault. Booking,
We gave you
talent booking.
22 minutes notice.
Yeah, probably Well, hey,
That's
it's not our fault.
That's rounding up.
It's not Rob's fault. It's our fault, and probably my fault. I mean, Singy's got a job. I mean, I'm surely you don't dress like this for a podcast every day.
I do not.
You got your RMs on in case.
As our as our listeners and viewers have seen, I do not dress like this every time.
Just in case.
I'm generally in rags that I've gone to a gym in.
Yeah. Anyways, I was gonna make a joke about the RMs, but I'll move on. So, talk to me about Wanneroo. Talk to me about some keys there for them. I mean, it'd be interesting to get his take on how this season has gone. Obviously, Arnaud Mullamekic, he's now gone. Insert Tal, which is as we saw, hey, couple of good outings, not so good one against Morley, and then a really, really good one against Kareen. You add in guys like Christian Hausler, which is a huge addition. I personally believe, especially out of the pen. I mean, he could probably start a game. Let's not bullshit. I think he could, but just in a close game, throwing a guy like that, huge. Yep. Tom Bailey, we know, has been there. It's still for me the bats that just don't seem to be able to get hot. But you've also got guys like. You've got guys like Turney, you've got guys like Byron Armstrong who know how to turn it on. I'd like to see it from them. Would I like to see it? No, not really, because I was sitting in the dugout. But do you know what I mean? Like as a fan's perspective, I'd like to see it. Be ultra competitive and things like that. I'm not saying it won't be, but I'm just saying, like, fuck, we need to see those big bats going, man.
Yeah, that's it. I think Turney was our favourite guy to talk about the first 5 rounds, and not to say he's had a bad season, but we want to see that.
The pop?
Well, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not we, but Wanneroo fans are going to want to see that. Those first couple of weeks, Turnbull arrive into the playoffs, and we know what Byron can do. He can bang the ball around. So they've still got a good core. Like they're in the finals for a reason. But obviously they've had a bit of changeover with their list. With their roster, I guess, they are trending a bit younger.
Yep.
And with that, comes they don't have as much pop as they used to. And we've seen them. When they've played well, they've played small ball. They have, we had them in 2 midweek games. And the one they beat us with, they bunted, they hit and run. I was watching them against Kareen. They did some similar things there. So the key to them is going to be small ball, manufacturing runs, executing when they have the chance, because they probably don't have that guy, that can clear the fence consistently, or, we've kind of got 3 or 4 guys in a row that can do that. They are relying on 1 or 2 and then handing it over to the younger fellas. So I think they'll have, that 1 through 4 is going to be key for them. And obviously they're pitching. You ask what's key for Wanneroo, they're pitching. Yeah. Tal being able to lift his arm, that might be a key after 152 pitches. But we did just see him come in. He'd had a throw and he's feeling all right. But I envision that Bailey gets the ball tomorrow night. Which his record in finals against Morley has been really good.
Yeah.
He's been there, done that. He's played for Team Australia. He's played multiple years with the Perth Heat. He's been one of the top pitchers in State League for 10 years. So it's not like, Mullameki's gone home, but it's not like they have no one. They've got the guys there. So what Sorrow will be looking for is Tom to get pretty deep in the game and not have to absorb that bullpen. And then, I guess game 2, they're going to be relying on Tao, I'd imagine. And I think Hausler's that guy that can swing.
Both days.
He's probably not going to. He's not going to throw a whole heap of innings, but maybe a really important one in game 1, really important one in game 2, and then they've got the likes of Fraser Bryce, Callum Shipp to probably absorb more length out of the pen. I think the key to them is pitching, trying to hold our bats. Probably under 3 or 4, because, and I might be wrong here, but I just don't know if they can just come out and bang, bang, bang and, put up a 10 spot.
Yeah.
So manufacturing runs, small ball, running the bases hard. And we know that's when they're winning, that's what they do well.
Yeah.
So that, for me, that's my keys for them.
And so for that reason, you're probably going to tip Wanneroo.
And because of that, I'm going to tip Morley.
Of course, we are going to both tip Morley here, but Yeah, as Dan said, I don't think it's going to be a nice, easy weekend or anything like that for anyone. You've got, quality arms. You've got guys that can throw and hit the ball. And, as I've said for a few times, I think it's Santich for them that just keeps finding a way to get hits. Watch him be a guy. You'd be like, oh, there you go. And he'll end up with like 3 or 4 hits or something like that, throughout, so. It is very interesting. So there you go. That is our finals dive. Unfortunately, we couldn't get to Sorrow, but that's not on you, Sorrow. That's on me. I told him about it yesterday, but here's what it is. He's busy. He's got things going on.
Busy man.
Yeah, but
you told him before his game. I'm sure he forgot about it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, but anyways, there we go. That is this week's episode. Best of luck to all of the teams that are in finals. It is an exciting time of the year, and I tell you what, next week there'll only be 2. So who's it going to be? Let us know. Tell us. Shoot us a message if we've missed something at State League Show on Instagram. Go and like a lot of the reels. It'll all be there. No doubt there'll be maybe something about me hitting Singy for a little double. Whatever.
Double?
Was it a double? Yeah.
Mate, you hit it down the street.
Cheers, mate. Anyways, it's not a reserve league show. But go and shoot us a message at State League Show on Instagram. If you're listening on Spotify, we love you. We love you. Leave a little comment. Leave a little comment there on Spotify. If you're not, go and watch it over on YouTube. Go and check it out at Bloop Blast Podcast. That's the channel. You'll see Bloop and a Blast. But you've also got the State League Show. Go and watch it over there. Hit like. Do all that stuff. YouTube's where we want to see you. All right? So go and check it out. Anything else? One more thing? One more little zingy gem of wisdom?
Yeah, if anyone can give me a lift to the ballpark because diesel's $3 a litre, that'd be much appreciated.
That's a good point. Hey, State League Show carpool. There we go. That's what's going on. But look, hey, best of luck with everyone this week. It's going to be fun. Make sure you're checking it out on BWA's YouTube and or Facebook page, either or. It's going to be live on both. I'm sure you won't miss it on Facebook. But go and check it out on YouTube as well. Put it up on the telly. Mate, you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
You're going to edit this tonight?
I'm going to have to edit it. This will drop for him on Tuesday, man. So you've got games. You've got games all week to watch. Doesn't matter who it is. It's going to be an exciting week of baseball. We appreciate you so much for listening. Paul Percy, give him the outro. Go team.
Go team.
Yeah, go team. Give it to him, Paulie.
Santa Maria! It's the State League Show with Singy and Big Sexy. Get out the right bread and mustard this time, Grandma, because the State League Show starts right now.